Welcome to season 3 of On the Course With. We're back for more and we have flown all the way to Palm Springs, and today we're joined by one of the most composed and consistent players in the game. He's a 2-time major champion and Olympic gold medalist. You guessed it, it's Xander Schauffele.
Especially in a Ryder Cup or especially in a major, that kind of gives you confidence, and then you all of a sudden feel really comfortable. Go! He's not shy to try and pull off a shot. He'll say if it wasn't for him, I would have missed like 3 or 4 tee times already, maybe 10. Any opportunity to win overseas, kind of like what they just did to us, is always a special thing.
Well, Xander, we've got a beautiful day for it. It looks CG'd out there, but you've been here before, don't you? So you know where to go somewhat.
I don't know where to go, but I see a little bit of fairway cut out for us.
Okay, well, I'll let you go first anyway.
Ladies first, please.
What an absolute gent. That was a test and you passed. You're through to the next round, you see?
A lot of tests today from Inci.
Okay.
What are you going with here?
I've got my, it's actually a bit of a first hit. I've got my new quantum drive. I've got the triple diamond.
Okay.
But I've always played with a 9-degree head and I've gone up to a 10.5, which feels different for me. But
strong play.
Yeah, it's quite a low spinning head, so I love it. It's powerful.
Nice. 10-5 at work.
I'll take that.
That was really good.
Go on, show us the way.
You're proving your boys over here wrong.
Under promise, over deliver. It's a good motto in life. Awesome. That sounds insane.
All right.
Right, you ready to go with your little bag?
Shall we? I am, thank you.
So Xander, how would you summarize last year? It's been a year of a couple of niggles, injuries, but you must be quite excited to reset now.
Yeah, I think it was a good learning year for myself, for my team, just going through that little injury there. I thought everyone did a really good job of managing it well, and obviously coming back wasn't my best stuff. The bar was set pretty high from the year prior with the success in the majors, so expectations weren't met. But I think, ending the year in Japan was a nice way to end it. So obviously pumped to start our year here pretty soon.
You're a process guy, aren't you? How do you manage your expectations? It's probably one of those things, it's a lot easier said than done to a certain degree. And like you said, you win 2 majors in 1 year and, maybe a slight step back. How do you reset?
I'd say I'm a process guy. I mean, I like to go sort of through my sequences with my team and make sure everything's kind of firing, but expectations are hard to manage. I don't think the 2 majors came out of nowhere, but once you win them, you kind of step into the next few feeling like you can win them as well, and when you're just not there, you're not there. And I thought I played the best in the majors versus everything else, but too much fiddling, too much tweaking, too much searching versus just competing. So it was good. I've been enjoying this sort of having a little bit of a longer break, missing the last playoff event, having a child. It was like the most natural resets that I could have had in my life. So I feel like I took pretty good advantage of that.
What does a good process look like? You can break the game down into so many different increments, right? You've got the technical side of things, you've got the mental side of things, you've got just combining and putting things all together. How does that work? Yeah,
I mean, I think a lot of it is just a commitment. I mean, I think you try to get your game or certain parts of your game into a certain place. If you are able to work through those things into tournaments, you slowly get comfortable. I think that's kind of what we saw in 24. I kind of quickly implemented stuff with Chris, and then it kind of clicked, and then I started running with it. And then I got uncomfortable, but then comfortable quickly. And then, last year I was pretty much uncomfortable from the get-go coming back after injury. And was like searching for the comfort versus sort of just working my game into a good spot. So a little impatient, I'd say, which is definitely a tendency of mine, but hey, we're all human, and it was a good learning mistake.
Speaking of majors, is that an uncomfortable stage because you've got a pretty decent record?
Yeah, I mean, Ryder Cups, majors, you're always gonna, even when you're playing the best golf, I mean, you feel uncomfortable, You just, because you have to hit certain shots, whether it's over water or in a really tight spot. And I think those moments when you're able to pull them off, especially in a Ryder Cup or especially in a major, that kind of gives you confidence. And then you all of a sudden feel really comfortable.
Well, I'm absolutely gutted. I reckon I've just got about, you've only got about 30 yards on me. Is that you just there?
I'm not sure. No, you know, same to you. I only got
I
you
don't
by,
know. I don't know.
15
Either
steps.
way, I'm feeling good about it. So we've got, what, a little creek there? I'm assuming this is me.
You have a creek that sort of runs, green looks tiny from here. I don't know if that's how you feel about it. It looks like a postage stamp. And the water creeps up on the right with distance, so.
What do we have to lose?
How far do you have?
I've got 256 yards. How would you break this down?
Yeah, I mean, 3-wood, the first thing is, you know, the fairways is okay. Probably better for a 3-wood than like a really tight fairway. You're on a down slope.
Yep.
So that's gonna push the ball to the right. You have no real wind to really think about. So immediately, I don't know if you like to draw or cut the ball, but
just whatever happens.
Whatever happens.
Yeah. I'm safe at aiming straight, to be honest.
Atta girl. I would shift your line more towards the bunker. I mean, your miss is left. I imagine this is a par 5, so your miss is more left, so you can hit something up on the green. Okay. So, I mean, at all costs, I don't know if, we haven't done any recon, but in terms of like if the hazard's red or yellow or whatnot, but I would shift this thing more towards that bunker.
Okay.
So start line's right edge of the trees, kind of fading to the right edge of the bunker. If you push it, you're in good spot.
Have you ever caddied before? It's been a while.
I've been told I'm a terrible caddy, so that's from my own caddy.
Oh, you said trouble's on the right, carry it.
You did. Nice little thin ball. You almost just took out, I saw your ball bouncing around in the lake.
You did say it's going to go right, so you're spot on there.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, let's find your ball. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we've got loads more content coming your way. Now, let's get back to it.
All right, how far do we have?
Oh yeah, let me get you a yardage.
Oh, thank you.
Can I try and caddy for you on this one?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So we have got 234 yards.
Yikes.
What would you say that stock iron is?
A 4-iron.
Okay. Pin looks like it's on the back. So I guess mentally for you as a player, you kind of take that out of play, although short's trouble as well.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I mean, I would imagine you take hazard out would be first things first. Mm-hmm. Not that you'd play for it, but anything in the rough above the hazard looks pretty like easy, like up to the green, versus like bunker looks like it's up and over and down. So, I mean, like you said, you just kind of hit and hope, right?
Okay, come on then.
Wasn't that kind of the message?
That was my message, but for a 2-time major champion, I wasn't sure if that would be the same.
I'm actually going to try and draw this a little bit to get some extra yardage. Or hook it.
Absolute rocket.
Or hook it. That should be in the
bunker.
bunker.
That'll be all right. No, that's fine. Can we do a little bit of scenario making there? So like,
sure.
Let's say this is the second shot into a big stage, right?
Yeah.
So you've got a long iron in hand, not the easiest club to hit compared to a short iron.
For sure, yeah.
When the pressure's building and you're standing over the golf ball, you know, I guess more so for the viewers at home, they know what it's like to feel nervous, but the stakes aren't quite the same. How do you deal with nerves out on the golf course?
I mean, I think it'd be, I've played really good golf and like scored poorly. I've played worse golf and scored better. I've played kind of like every version of golf you'd imagine. So I'm not afraid to play like sloppy, messy golf where it's like not pretty, you're in the trees, you're getting up and down for pars, that kind of thing. Obviously, when people think of like tour pros, they always imagine everything's like fairways and greens and everything's like sunny and blue, you know what I mean? But sometimes, at least, even when you're playing really good golf, like you look at Xander Schauffele, there's like maybe once a round or twice a round where he'll be in no man's land and he'll make a par where like another guy would make a bogey or a 6 potentially. So in these spots, I feel like the most important thing is to like, one, feel comfortable with what you're doing. You know, if I'm never gonna try and force a shot when there's trouble everywhere. I'll try and find a very comfortable shot to hit. And then the easiest way you can make 4. I mean, we don't really think 3 from the fairway from 240 out. If you make one, it's, you know, kudos to you, you did a really good job. But for the most part, you know, our caddies would know, they'd have data on where it is to miss. You know, like short left of the green might be the easiest. And if you're in between clubs, immediately you're gonna take the 5-iron versus the 4-iron because you know short left is the miss. So you just kind of aim towards that bunker. You hit a good shot, ends up there, you work your putt, you have like a 75% chance of getting up and down. Okay. So, well,
speaking of caddy, you've obviously got an amazing relationship with Austin.
I do.
You know, it's one of those things, that kind of player-caddy relationship thing. It's a bit like Hollywood, I think. If you make it kind of past 3 years, you've done really well. Yeah. But he's a good long-time friend of yours. He's been by your side for, what feels like forever.
Yeah.
How does that dynamic work apart from obviously very well?
He's awesome. We went to college together. So I was looking for a caddy when I was turning pro, and he never really threw his hat in the ring. I always joke that I saved his life. I think he was going to be a police officer in San Diego.
He must be fast then with those little legs, surely.
He is quick.
Yeah?
Yeah, he passed his, he went to the academy and passed his test with flying colors.
Wow.
And then I poached him from the academy. He would have been a good cop, but he came out with me on tour. He wanted to play for quite some time and then realized golf is not his thing. So sort of taking I wouldn't say a backseat, but sort of a sidestep to caddying was sort of in the cards. So he became my caddy, and you know we went through it all. We went through Q school, like first, second, third stage, motels together, room together on tour, like for the first 2 years. People thought it was weird. I'm like, it's just what was comfortable to me coming out. You know what I mean? He's made me breakfast on hot plates, like for Q school. Like we've kind of done a lot. So him and I are very close. We were close in college, and obviously we've become much closer as we've worked together longer.
Is it possible to summarize almost your greatest memory together? Is that kind of in the early days? Is that, you know, winning your first major? Where does that sit on the timeline?
It was, I mean, of course, when you're not sure, you know, when I was missing a bunch of cuts and we were room together, I had to hide my frustration and my anger because I was, you know, floating him. He like left what he wanted to do to help me. So I didn't want to show that I was struggling. But it did bring a bunch of, you know, cooking meals with him in like random hotels and just being on the road, like in the middle of the country where there's not much going on. We were kind of all we had, you know, besides a few friends out on the tour. So, I mean, I think, yeah, thinking back to Q school and getting through final stage on the number, and then struggling on Corn Ferry, and then kind of like clutching up in the end, and then struggling on the PJ Tour, and then winning shortly after the struggle. It was all with Austin. So yeah, I'd say a lot of the growing and really fun moments were early on.
Well, I know he's not here to defend himself, but if you were to pick out almost like a pet peeve of his, in one condition, you have to guess what he would say about you. What do you think that would be?
When we'd room together, he'd always wake up. He's deaf. And so he's not deaf. He has incredible eyesight, but his hearing's poor.
Okay.
And I always say he's deaf. He's not actually deaf. But he'd sit on his phone and would like doom scroll on whatever app it was, like blaring loud at like 5 in the morning.
Oh no.
And that would piss me off.
That's illegal.
Vice versa, I'm always late. I'm late to
timekeeping?
Timekeep, yeah, he'll say if it wasn't for him, I would have missed like 3 or 4 tee times already, maybe 10.
So you're making his job a lot harder.
There we go.
Well, I think we got some balls to find. I'm pretty warm. I could do with a swim, to be honest.
I've done stuff with Inci for Sky Sports, and she's not, the best thing, she's not shy to try and pull off a shot. Go! Uh-oh.
Wow!
Oh, spun.
That was insane. How good was that?
All right.
I don't know why I'm sounding so surprised. It's a bit silly, that, isn't it? That was insane how fast that grabbed.
That's what I said, uh-oh, when I hit it.
Oh, really?
I did. Guilty.
Oh, that's fast. Hold on, hold on.
Wow.
Oh. I think that's good.
We tied. Nice work.
Oh, on to the next.
I got you. Well
done. And you got my ball, thank you. You make a great caddy.
You can't act that surprised when you make a putt that far. Wow. Did you guys get all that?
Oh.
Right down the middle.
I'll give it a club 12.
That was a twirl if I've ever seen one. Nice shot.
Wow. Great shot.
Is it? Is that fine?
Xander's lots happened. You've been growing your family. And speaking of family, you've obviously been part of the Callaway family for quite a long time.
Yeah.
How's that journey been?
It's been great. Addition to my family, he's been doing awesome.
Not named after Victor Hovland?
Not named after. My middle name was Victor before Victor Hovland was born, so he is my Victor with a C.
You must have got a lot of stick at that at the Ryder Cup,
yeah,
surely.
I figured I'd get ahead of it. I put it upon myself by bringing it up in media, so it's all good. Javi's. I don't even call him Victor, I call him Javi, so I don't even know what you're talking about. What do you got here?
I've got 150 yards, a little bit uphill.
Yep.
I'm just going to massage a 7-iron in.
Okay.
What's that for you, a 9-iron?
I could probably massage an 8-iron if I wanted.
It wasn't pretty straight, but that's got the line.
Let's see if technology can be your friend today. Almost. Just short.
Nice.
Yikes.
I'll do.
Just another yikes.
Right in your tapping range, I'd say. Ryder Cup.
Ryder Cup.
Next one's in 27. So, I know you're a big Guinness fan. Do you think...
Why do you say that?
Because I know, Xander. I know all your secrets. How much are you looking forward to that potentially in 27? Obviously in Ireland, Adair Manor, what a venue.
Yeah, it's a special place. Was fortunate enough to go out there to play in JP's event. He hosted us, which is very kind of him. And any Ryder Cup, I'd say anyone's excited to do. That one obviously is going to be even more special, just with the venue and potential captains and just with what's happened. You know, for us on the U.S. side, I mean, we want to go in harder than before, just based on losing. So, yeah, any opportunity to win overseas, kind of like what they just did to us, is always a special thing.
I am really sorry to bring it back up.
Oh, no.
I just couldn't help it, you know.
It's part of the job, part of the gig.
I know you when you were a kid, you really enjoyed playing soccer. Obviously,
I did,
we would say football. You've got the World Cup getting hosted in the States. How much are you looking forward to that? But also, you've got such a mixed kind of background. You've got your European roots,
Yep.
Taiwanese.
Yep.
I mean, the full shebang. So who do you get to root for? Whoever's winning, or what?
Whoever's doing the best. Growing up, I'd say we watched Germany play a lot in the world. My dad, my brother, and I would wake up, sit in front of the TV at like 3:30 in the morning to watch the games, and then if Germany got booted, then my dad would turn on the France game, and we'd start pulling for them. Taiwan obviously is it's not going to have a team in, but my mom grew up in Japan, so Japan made a pretty deep run when the World Cup was in Tokyo. So.
Well, you've got greater chances of winning then, because you got more teams to root for.
I got 3 teams to pull from, so yeah, I feel pretty fortunate.
Knock this one in uphill.
You gonna go 2 for 2 here?
I mean, the chances are very unlikely, no?
That's the confidence we like.
These greens are good. Putting, not so much. Go on, roll yours in.
Thank you.
Come on.
Not today.
You're just being friendly.
I am.
Like the nice guy you are.
We tied again.
Xander, thank you so much.
Here you
Thank you. Do you want to head back in? Should we just grab a little cigar or something? Yeah?
You smoking these days?
For you, on the course with, sure.
Why not?
Great.